Hey everyone, it's Alice Wright, Kinder Siberians. Wanted to give you an idea of what we feed. That's our number one question we get from everybody. So, we start with the Blue Ridge Beef Kitten Mix. These are 2-pound chubs. They're finely ground. And they include beef, bone, a little bit of chicken. And as you can see, it's very finely ground, easy for babies, easy for debilitated kitties to eat. And we start with a 2-pound chub into our bowl. Next thing we add is 1 pound of finely ground chicken. This is something we get from our local butcher school from the actual college. And they take a whole cleaned bird, so no feathers, no feet, no head, but all the bones, all the skin, all the fat, and all the meat. And they grind it down for us into a 1 pound package at our request. So we put that in there. This is another product we use called Molly's Meals. And it's venison, both meat and bone. And it has the appropriate offal or organs into it. So right now, as this stands, we have 3 to 4 different protein sources. We have 2 different organ sources. And we have skin, bone. Now this is not a complete diet by itself. You still have to add in your regular vitamins. But you want to take and mix this all up. Add in enough water. This is filtered, obviously, to get a good, thorough mix on it. Other things you can add in without all the help. A couple times a week you can add in an egg. You want to add in the whole egg. This is just a regular commercial chicken egg. If you can get duck eggs, that's awesome. If you use quail eggs, use 2 or 3 to equate to the same thing and balance it out. You just want to mix it in. You can add in the shell. Some cats will and some cats won't eat the shell. That's fine. They're getting their calcium from the bone at this point. If you're going to turn to using eggshell calcium, which is great for older kitties, CKD kitties, kitties that need a reduced phosphorus level, then that's what you would turn to, would be the eggshell calcium. And you would not use this mix because this mix has too much bone in it. This is just a general mix for normal, healthy kitties starting from kitten age on up. Now from here, I'll add a little more water into that. Get a nice mix going in. We've lost the color of the chicken because it's mixed in with the red meat, and that's fine. You want it well mixed. You can also add in some lysine to it, entirely your call. You don't have to, there's some mixed studies. Some studies say lysine helps with such things as feline herpes, and other studies refute that, saying it doesn't. It's not going to hurt to add it in, may or may not help to add it in, whatever suits your fancy and or your budget, because that just adds another step and another cost in. If you do, obviously mix the capsules in well, get a nice little sloppy mixture here. And then the last thing you want to add in is your Nuvet powder. Now we've been using this particular product for a little over 10 years. We do highly recommend it. It is used as a completer for this food because we already have our meat, our bone, and our offal, or our organs in here. If we did not have those 3 products, we would have to choose a different product to make up for that. But again, this is just what we feed on a regular basis, 2 to 3 times a day for everyone in the house. Real nice mix and a real nice consistency. Now, if you don't have a number of cats that are going to eat this within about 24 to 36 hours, take these out, put them in little Ziploc bags, freeze them up, and you've got as much as you need. You're good to go. It's really super simple. The biggest thing is rotate your proteins. Do not stick with one protein. Do not stick with one calcium source. Do not stick with one vitamin source. You need to rotate things through. It's just like the concept of if you feed your child macaroni and cheese for a week while he's on a hunger strike, he's not going to die. He's getting his vitamins. This is the same concept, all right? So, yes, I know, get out of there. The other thing we do is in between our feedings, we use these products here on the table, or varieties of these products. These are just the ones we are using right now. Nulo makes some awesome freeze-dried raw products. These are complete. These are balanced, these are ready to be fed. They're really nice. They have the consistency of kibble, so most cats make an easy transition over to these, and these are a raw product. So use the protein source that is appropriate for you. This one happens to be turkey, but they come in chicken, they come in rabbit, and they come in several other varieties as well. Stella and Chewy's is also a great favorite. They make at least a half a dozen different varieties, and this is a nice dried product. You can rehydrate them, mix them with your water. Easy to store, easy to keep, long lasting. If you have only one kitty, you only need to put out 3 or 4 kernels at a time to make sure they eat it all, but it's going to stay fresh. If you're having trouble getting some adapters into the raw meat, you can try the little quail. These are awesome. They just came out from Pet Time. Pet Time has put out this really neat product. Now this falls more into whole prey because they really are just whole quail, and this may be unsettling for some folks that aren't used to seeing whole prey this way. But these are just little baby quails that have been freeze-dried. They've been raised and freeze-dried for this purpose, to give your kitty complete nutrition from top to bottom in an absolutely natural fashion. This is just a little topper we've used from time to time to add on. And actually, this is what gives them a little extra kick because it is actually ostrich meat. It is just freeze-dried ostrich meat. And it is completely raw also. The great thing about these products, and I talk about them in both my books, you need to get your cats eating this at least comfortably. May not be their favorite, may not be what they want to, they may look at you like, really, Mom, do I have to? Get them to the point where they will at least accept one of these as a diet. Grab a bag from your local store, put it in a Ziploc, put it in a crate, save it for an emergency. We've all seen power outages. We've all seen tornado watches. We've all seen fires in California. Some of those people were given less than 10 minutes to grab their cats, grab their pets, grab their kids. Your priority is not going to be to grab food for your cat. Grab one of these while you're comfortable, while your cat's comfortable, stick it in a crate, in a Ziploc. Between it being freeze-dried, between it being sealed, And then in a Ziploc, you're good to go. And it is an outstanding source, keeps your kitty healthy and safe in an emergency situation. If you have any questions, drop them below. I'll see what I can do about answering them. Thank you guys.